very start of our mood board class, we learned that there were cave drawings found that date from 50,000 years back. 50,000 years ago, people were already telling stories. It's not gonna go anywhere. If we can communicate all of the emotions and vision and belief that we have in this company, in the concept of home swapping for families with kids, if we could make people feel what we feel, there's no doubt that this company will be successful. We just need to do that. When we started our business, we were telling people that it exists and to come and to do business with us. But that was salesy and that was not working. So we understood that we needed to start to tell stories so that people feel something. They are on the journey with us and they actually feel inspired to come and use our product. And so I set off on the journey to understand what makes a story a story. It wasn't coming to me instinctually. The issue that I had was that either I was reading about people telling me to tell stories, but it wasn't very helpful because I didn't know how, I didn't know what made a story, or advice on really complicated frameworks that were overwhelming. I didn't know where to start, and I didn't see how I could make the simple things I was trying to say a story. So I want to share with you my framework that I finally dug out from all of the advice that I was getting, which is 4 things that you can use also that would make a story of anything that you're trying to say a story. So the first part is there needs to be some kind of a change. I need to tell you at the start that I have a goal to change something in my life. And at the end, this is where I show you whether I achieve the change or not. And you'll stick around to hear the story because you want to know if I'm going to reach my goal or not. Then there's the challenge or the stake. This is where you need to believe that if I don't achieve my goal, that there was something negative that will happen, something that's not what I'm happy about. And it doesn't need to be the end of the world or running out of money or being homeless or something like this. It's enough for you to believe that I will feel something that I don't want to feel, like embarrassed or unhappy. And the third part, I'm telling you about the obstacles that I am coming across and I'm overcoming as I'm trying to reach my goal. It might feel like it's negative to put obstacles in the way and show you obstacles, but actually if you think about it, the fact that I haven't yet reached this goal means that there are obstacles in the world that exist that mean that this goal is not just already true. I need to show you the things that I am doing to be able to achieve this goal. And the last part, as I mentioned at the start, it's connected to the first part. It's whether I've achieved my goal or not. And this will give you a sense of, okay, I was on this journey and now they achieved it, or they didn't achieve it, and what now? And then there's probably a second part to the story. That's theoretical. Let me show you some examples. Those 4 parts are the foundations of even the biggest movies. This story is Gustav's story. He is the hotel owner, and his goal is to prove his innocence after he was framed for murder. His stakes or challenge is not to be imprisoned for a crime he did not commit, or have his hotel lose its reputation. He has many obstacles, like the people who are trying to convict him, a complex legal system, and the difficulty of finding the real culprit. His solution is to pair up with his sidekick Zero and use his wit, charm, and determination to expose the truth. The change that happens is that his reputation is somewhat restored, and the hotel becomes a symbol of nostalgia and resilience. Oh, actually, do you know Casey Neistat? One of the greatest YouTubers of all time? There are 2 things that made him famous. The first one, he posted on YouTube every single day for almost 3 years. Second one, do you know what made him famous? You guessed it, storytelling. He's a master storytelling stellar. Blah, blah, blah. He's a master storyteller. Let me show you how he used this framework in his stories in the bathroom this time. And one of the coolest things about Casey is that he's able to make a story about anything, like a soap dish. One of these. It's become a game for me to test this framework on anything that I see. So Casey's goal is to stop the soap from falling off the soap area when he's showering. His stake is just his feelings. It's as simple as that. It's annoying for him. His obstacle is that he buys a soap dish, but it keeps filling up with gooey, soapy water. His solution was just to use the tray that came with the soap dish. The change is just that now his soap doesn't fall away from the soap area. It is so simple, but so satisfying. Stories are everywhere, and you can make a story out of anything. Now go tell your story.